Hi, this is the help video for Access Chapter 11. We're starting at step 13. We're on the problem solve, and we're all about this is all about creating a user interface. So if we look at step 13, we're going to create a new navigation form that's going to actually be the main menu for everything. So remember when I showed you this sample. So we did this, right? This form we did. We haven't done products yet, or we haven't used it yet. And what we're going to use right now, create, is this main menu, right? So let's see how we can do that. So we're going to create using a horizontal tab, right? So that's a little different. Last time we did the vertical. So let's create navigation, horizontal, and then add the following objects. So we have to open this up. I don't need my form list, so I'm going to close that. Add the following objects in this order: form, customer navigation. So I'm just going to drag that, drop it, and then there's that customer navigation that we already created. Then the product navigation is already done for us, so we're just going to add that, and here's the products form. So we're done with 13. So kind of cool. Modify the background property of the form header. So remember, we want to make sure that we're not on a object in the form header, but actually on the header itself. So the orange is around the whole thing. And then we're going to go format, shape fill, and white background 1. So now it looks seamless when you look at it. So we're done with 14, and some of this is just about consistency. And so if this was me doing it for real and not to turn into my lab, see how these look a little different. These are tight and these are spread. I would make those look consistent, but we're not going to take time to do that right now. Okay, edit the tab text of form customer navigation. So I'm just double clicking customers, if I could spell it right, and then the second one is products. Okay, that's not too bad. I just did it in here, but once again, you could do it in your properties if you wanted. Change the shape of both horizontal tabs at the top to rectangle. So change shape, rectangle, single corner snipped. So that one right there. Click on products, change shape, and apply the subtle effect. So I just used my shift key and selected them both so I can do this in one step. I'm going to change this. We're going to do subtle effect. So where's subtle effect? Subtle effect, dark green, accent 5. Okay, so staying kind of with the themes there. So that's done. I'm going to unselect the objects. That looks good. I'm going to take a second. Edit the form title to be Turquoise Oasis Spa application. And remember, this is the main screen, so we want this to be kind of the main menu to the system. So you want to put in something that is meaningful for the actual system as opposed to an object. So we're going to save this as FRM main menu, and we're done with 17. 18. we're going to insert the spa logo that you downloaded. Let's see, I'm going to do properties. Sorry, I went back to design, logo, and we're going to pick, mine's in my downloads, and spa logo. And you see, you can barely see it. So we're going to do the property sheet, and we want to modify the size mode. So size mode, right here it says clip. We're going to change that to zoom. And you see, it's, now you can see it all, but it's super tiny. So the width is going to be 3 inches, and the height is going to be 0.8. Okay, so now we can actually see it. So that's pretty cool. And then this space, we're going to end up putting a button there. So that's good. So we're going to save this and close it out. So we're done with 18. So we're actually getting there. All right, open the form customer form in design view. Form customer in design view. Okay. Select all the form controls in the details section. So I'm going to select by just clicking. I can start anywhere, and I just click and drag, and remember, it's like I'm just throwing a lasso around them. And drag them down so the top text box is on the 1/2 inch mark. So right there. But I'm not going to drag them. I'm going to use my arrow keys and move them down. It's just a little more precise. And if I wanted to validate it, I could come here and look at the top of this control in the first row, and you see it says 0.5. So I know I'm good on that. All right, so then we're going to see, we're on customers. So we're going to put some buttons here. That's why we wanted to make some space. Add a button form control to the top left corner. Assign the Find Record action button. So it's an action for the form. So we're going to go to design, and then in our controls, we're going to pick the button, and I'm just going to drop it here. We can align it later. It is a form operation. Nope, sorry, record navigation. Let's see, what are we doing? Assign the Find Record. So record navigation, find record. The text is going to be find customer. Next. And it is CMD find customer. And finish. So we're done with 19. All right, 20. Add a button to the right of this. Assign the Add New Record. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Button, click, record operation. What are we doing? Add New Record. Next, the text is going to be Add New Customer. Next, CMD. Add New Customer. Finish. So we're done with 20. 21. Add a button to the right. Form control. Click. In this one, we're going to go to the previous record. So record navigation. Go to previous record. Next. We're going to make this previous customer. Next, CMD previous customer. And we're going to close it. We're going to do one more. add a button to the right, go to next. So I'm going to take a button, put it here, record navigation, go to next record. Next. We're going to make it next customer, next CMD, next customer. Good. All right, select all 4 command buttons. So I'm going to put a lasso around them, and we're going to arrange them. We're going to size them. So let's do all of that. So arrange, size to widest. They're all the same size. We're going to align to top. We're going to size equal horizontal. And the only thing I want to check on is these 2 things. So I want to do align left, so it's right at that left edge. Then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to, I should have done that other first, so align equally horizontal. So looks good. I'm going to save this and close the form out. So save and close. All right, we've got a couple more steps. 24, open the form main menu in design view. Add a button form control. So we're going to put a button right there that will quit the application. So button, and we're going to drop it. And we are quit application. So application, quit application. We're going to say exit database. Next, CMD exit database. Finish. We're going to save the main menu and close it. So we pretty much have the main menu done. So what we're going to do is the final last things. So open the form, customer form, in layout view. Use the property sheet to set the navigation buttons. So here, do you see we have our navigation buttons and record selector properties to let's see, what are we doing? Navigation buttons. So let's just go here. We're going to find navigation buttons. So set the navigation buttons. So I'm going to select all of these buttons. And we're going to, so I have buttons selected, and we want to find, okay guys, I had to go to design view because like that's just, so I went over to design view, and we want to select the entire form, right? Then right here, where did it go? Navigation buttons, no. Record selector, no. Right? Navigation and record selector, boom. So we selected the entire form by using that little box, and we're going to go ahead and save that. All right, step 26. So this next step that we're going to do has the system. So normally when you bring your file up, right, it comes to this navigation pane, and you pick what you want. But what we want to do is when somebody tries to access this system, it automatically comes to the main menu and they don't see this object pane, right? So we're going to come up here to File. So under File, we want to go to Options. And in this Current Database option, we want to put this title on here. So what that's going to be is up here in this in the menu bar on the interface, it'll have whatever we put here. So Turquoise Oasis Spa. The display form means it's going to automatically go to the form main menu, and we're going to go OK. OK. I'm going to close out, and I'm going to open it back up. And sorry, I hit the so now it came directly into, here's our title, see up on the title bar, it came straight in to my form. So let's see what we got here. We are done. So you can close and submit that. All right, thank you.